Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I will be doing what if Naruto ate Sukuna'S finger? Well, this what if was recommended to me by Tyler Ray, I believe his name is, and so I did it. We started off this what if, basically like pretty much the Nine Tails attack is same as canon, but I'm going to say that Minato decides to seal the entire Nine Tails into himself and then just die. And Kushina would just die because the claw getting stabbed into her. Yeah, so that's how they would die. So pretty much everything else same until we get to like the first day of the academy. So, but just as he is about to go to school, he looks into his backyard and sees this small wooden box. As he's a bit curious about it, but doesn't have enough, but he's almost late to his first day of the academy. So he grabs the box and just puts it in his back pocket and runs off to the academy. And pretty much most of the school day goes same as canon until we get to the fights. To see like where they're at in terms of strength. So I'm gonna say that Naruto is. I mean, he's not. He's not like built, but he has a bit of muscle on him, and he's pretty good at taijutsu. Actually, not pretty good. He's very good at taijutsu. And right now he is bodying Sasuke. And Sasuke would get mad, angrier and angrier in his mind. He's saying, Why? Why can't I win? I am not losing to this brat. This useless brat. As anger would start boiling up in his body, the negative energy would start flowing out of him. This is when Sasuke would turn into a curse. Now, I bet you guys are writing in the chat, humans can't do that. They can't turn into curses. That doesn't make sense. That's why this is a what if. This is a what if scenario. So, back to the what if. As Sasuke turns into a curse, he would start lashing out at Naruto. Naruto would try his best to dodge, but ultimately is failing. He's getting slammed into trees, and Ibuto's already knocked out. And he tries his best to protect everyone, but he knows he can't. And this is when the box would start to float out of his back pocket, and it would spring open. The paper, everything, the box open, revealing a finger. As the curse would lash out and try and grab it. As other curses far away would sense this and start trying to grab it too, and they would hold Naruto in place. Naruto sees this finger and asks himself, why are they trying to take that finger? Does it taste good? What are they after? So he's like, whatever. Bottoms up, jumps in the air, smacking all those hands off, and bites down on the finger, swallowing it. As I'm just for plot armor, and I think it looks cool. Naruto's hair would turn pink, and the haircut would turn into, well, as you see in the picture. But you see the eyes in the picture? No, that's not happening. Like, no, he doesn't have no blue Sharingan type thing. So yeah, as Naruto, hair would turn pink, the sides would turn black, and then markings would appear all over his face, his arms, his hands, his leg, his torso, and an eye, a small eye, would appear just below his eye. As Naruto, or what is now Sukuna, would start laughing maniacally. This is when Kakashi would appear. But just before Kakashi appeared, Naruto would take out all the curses with just one slap. Yes, he would slap all the curses. They would get sent into oblivion as Kakashi would appear. And you know the whole fight with Gojo and Sukuna? That would basically happen, but instead of Gojo, it's Kakashi. So, right now, Naruto was losing the fight as Kakashi would reveal his Sharingan, putting Naruto in a Genjutsu, knocking him out. But they were injured. I'm going to say in the crossfire, like while he was destroying the curses, some of the kids got in the crossfire and were, well, some irrelevant characters, not of the Konoha 12, people who weren't in the Konoha 12, the irrelevant characters died. So yeah, that would happen. And the Hokage and like the villagers would like send him to jail. As Kakashi would come in. In this world, there are curses and ninja. These curses, very powerful. They could interfere with the ninja's mission and kill them. As Kakashi would say, "Hello, Naruto Uzumaki." In his mind, he would say, "I'm really about to do this? Can't do this. I can't go through with this. This is my sensei's son." As he would keep this in the back of his mind, he would say, in like a playful tone, like Gojo would say, "Hello, you're all awake? Well, let me fill you in." And he would tell Naruto about curses, things like that. And Sukuna, and tell him about the 20 fingers. I'm going to say, the village holds 2 of Sukuna'S fingers. The other 17, because remember, Naruto ate 1 and they have 2, so that's 3. So the 17 are out there in villages, in the wilderness. Yep. So he would demonstrate and tell Naruto that these fingers are indestructible, and we can use this opportunity to finally rid Sukuna of this world, rid this world of Sukuna. Once you eat all 20 fingers, we're going to have to execute you. Naruto would not want to die. He says No, I am not dying. I'm not going to look for these 20 fingers. In fact, I'll find these 20 fingers and destroy you. You guys want to execute me? That's all I'm good for? I'm freaking 4! And you already want me to die? His anger would start boiling up in Naruto. The markings and tattoos would start appearing on his face. Then he would vanish. But the amount of pressure, spiritual pressure around this would completely wreck the cell. Naruto basically teleport to his house. He would say, I've gotta go. I've gotta go. I can't let this happen to me. I don't want to die. I don't want to die. As Sukuna would start taking over Naruto again. But Naruto refused this to happen, as he would go into his mindscape and find Sukuna and say, why? As he would say, where am I? Why am I here? As Sukuna would say in the back of his mind, he came to the mindscape on accident? Whatever. As he would tell him what the mindscape is, things like that. And Sukuna says, I will train you to be the strongest. You can take revenge on the village that wants to execute you. But first we have to break out of this village. Naruto would say, how can I trust you? I don't even know you. As Naruto would scowl and glare at Sukuna. As Sukuna would say, well, you'll just have to take my word for it. And grab his claws and do like this slash to the air, cutting Naruto in half. As Naruto would literally just be brought back, since he cannot die in his own mindscape. As Naruto would like, what the heck did you just do to me? I'm 4 years old. As Sukuna would chuckle maniacally, he would say, oh, I get an infinite amount of kills. I can just kill you over and over. Ultimate torture. Oh, I guess there is a God. And this is where I'm going to do a time skip. And I'm gonna do, he's 4 right now, so an 8-year time skip. So Naruto has been on the run for around 8 years. And I'm going to say that Naruto, he can, you know the markings where Sukuna takes control? Well, I'm going to say these markings will enhance him. Well, that's what they do. But he can also control himself while he's in the markings. So Sukuna is not totally in control only when he allows it to. So I'm going to say Naruto actually stumbles across Jiraiya on one of his missions. because he does missions all over the place, from the stone, anywhere he can find them. He was doing a mission and he ran into Jiraiya. As Naruto would know of him, as Jiraiya would see that, it's not blonde anymore, but he would see those blue eyes, and those, because, he just knows it's Naruto, just by his blue eyes. Because I'm gonna say, like, no one in the village, like, he knows of no one with blue eyes. I honestly don't even know anymore. So yeah, he would know it's Naruto. As he would say, Naruto, it can't be. Why would you stray from the village? Why would you run away? As Sukuna would speak in his mind, take advantage of this Jiraiya guy. Maybe he can teach you a thing or two. Since you're already pretty strong, it'll probably help. As Naruto would make up this lie and ploy for Jiraiya to just train him. As Jiraiya. Well, this is the lie that Naruto came up with. The village. I couldn't take it. After I got these strange abilities, they would see markings would always appear on my face. The villagers, they would always hate on me because of what I accidentally did. I killed so many students. I killed some of my friends. As he would cry. Of course, this is fake. As Naruto would say, my only goal in life is to become a great ninja. But now I'm freaking rogue. I'm a rogue ninja. How am I supposed to do anything? I want it to be the strongest. I want it to be good. But now I'm a freaking rogue ninja. As Naruto would cry. As Jiraiya would take this to heart. As he would say, I'm sorry. To help you with your goal, how about I train you? As Naruto would greatly accept. He would bow and say, thank you, thank you, thank you. But in the back of his mind, he says, Sukuna would say, oh, he's a fucking damn sly fox. As a smile, an internal smile would be in Naruto's head. As Naruto is being taught the Rasengan, but it's not any old Rasengan. Instead, because of Sukuna and his negative energy, the Rasengan that is being taught to Naruto is a black one. And like, it's more intense. It's almost like a tornado in his palm. As it's fierce. I'm gonna say it only took him 3 days to master it. Well, because of Sukuna, mostly. And so, he tried to test Jiraiya allowed Naruto to test the Rasengan on him. And let's just say, you know in Naruto Shippuden where he showed his scars, his like 2 greatest scars, and one of them was like a punch wound, and like his river was like so deep into his skin. Well, it was like that. My G's stomach was gone. man sent him into the next century. That's how hard it hit. So just imagine that Rasengan quadruple times as power, and it's black. And right now I'm gonna, you know what? How about this? I'm gonna do another time skip. It's going to be time skip for until he's right now he's 12, so how about until he's 19? Yeah, so he's 19 right now. So right now a 6-year time. No, I'm dumb, and 7-year time skip. And Jiraiya is getting old, and this is the day where Sukuna and Naruto both think that Jiraiya has taught them enough, and he can't teach him anymore. As Naruto's face would turn into a night laugh, as markings would be on Naruto's face. He would say, "Ah, yes, I'm still in control. Sukuna, you really tried to take control of me again. It's always worth a try." As Naruto would still be in control, even though the markings are still there. As Naruto would shove his hand through the wall, as he knows that Jiraiya is sitting down on the floor, back to the wall, just reading his pervy comic books. And he would stab his hand straight through the door, stabbing Jiraiya's shoulder. Jiraiya would cough up blood and say, What the hell? As Jiraiya would use his shadow clone and pull himself up. He'd use the shadow clone to pull himself up. As Naruto would open the door and say, Hey, old man, you've lived for far too long. He would say, Naruto, what are you doing? Naruto would say, You can't teach me anything else. So, it's time for you to be exterminated. As Jiraiya would get mad and say, I did everything for you. I tried to be as good as your father. This is the return I get? Well, you could have started doing this when I was a baby and living on my own at 4. You could have helped me then. I don't need you. I didn't need you then. And I don't need you now. As Jiraiya would feel hurt, and he would say, Summoning Jutsu, as he would bite his thumb. As the giant, I can't remember his name, the Chief Toad would appear. As Sukuna and Naruto would also do their own summoning. But instead of a frog, a giant snake would appear. And he would say, Let's brawl. As Naruto would dash at Jiraiya as the snake and Toad are fighting. As Naruto would do a barrage of punches and kicks, he would grab Jiraiya and do a German suplex. As Jiraiya would say, Fire style, fire ball jutsu. Then he would say, Fire style, fire phoenix jutsu. and as a third wave just to make sure he got him, he'd say, "Fire style, great fireball jutsu." This would normally incinerate someone, but Naruto, in the nick of time, used his substitution. So Lil was just burnt crisp. As right now Jiraiya is on a tree. And Jiraiya's on a tree and Naruto would body flicker so quietly behind Jiraiya and stab his hand through his heart, killing him instantly as Jiraiya would fall off the tree, as both of them would laugh maniacally. As I'm going to say one of the Akatsuki were watching this battle, I'm going to say it was Pain, as he wants to recruit them. As he walks up to them and says, "Hey, Naruto, or should I call you the curse of the Leaf Village?" As Naruto would say. "And who are you exactly?" He would say, "I am Pain. How about you join us?" Naruto would say, "Why would I do something like that?" Pain would exclaim, "Because we'll help you destroy the Leaf Village." As Naruto would get flashbacks of what happened, he'd say, "I'll take that deal any day." As this is when Naruto would join the Akatsuki. Now, guys, you guys probably think that this is a fast-paced one. I mean, it is, but like, I'm going to be doing this. I'm gonna be doing this all the way up to when Naruto is like Hokage or like an adult. And yeah, so like I'm gonna go pretty slow with my other what ifs. Well, not my other what ifs, my other parts for this what if. So yeah, this is what I think would happen if Naruto ate Sukuna'S finger. This is part 1. Part 2 will be out tomorrow with my explosion what if. Also, how about anyone in the comments section? How about you guys give me some ideas on what I should do? And I'm out. Bye.